Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, welcome back to the Baseball Head 2, and hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. As you know, if you don't know, a few years ago at the 2019 season, Major League Baseball contracted all their minor league teams to where basically the minor leagues are about 4 teams, and then they kind of have where there's a Florida Complex League group and an Arizona Fall League group and a Dominican. So they contracted a lot of teams. And Major League Baseball has contracts and partnerships with these groups of other teams that comprise the Atlantic League, the Frontier League. And in this channel, I'm going to do a lot of stuff on the Long Island Ducks, for example. Try to cover them as much as possible. And I'll cover some other teams in the Atlantic League as well from all these other leagues, the American Association, and like I said, the Frontier League as well. Here we have a video from the Frontier, not from the Frontier League, from the Atlantic League. This is the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars. And they put this out a couple of days ago. I'm a little behind. We're going to catch up because we're going to catch up. They announced signings, and obviously we're a month away from the Atlantic League season. Boxcars add 24 ALPB Defensive Player of the Year, re-signed Marty Cortez and John Enriquez from March 13th. Mark Mincosi and the Boxcars have announced 3 additions to their 2026 squad, including 2024 ALPB Defensive Player of the Year, Jared Carr. Jared Carr, a St. James School graduate, decided to stay close to home and continue his playing career at Shepherd University. His outstanding collegiate career would lead to a 13th round draft pick by the Philadelphia Phillies in 2021. A lot of these guys have played in the minor league system. And because of the contraction from Major League Baseball that they did with Nike and an agreement with China, these players are having to play in these independent leagues. But any team can come in and purchase the contract, say, of Jared Carr or Alexander Womack, for example. And they can just come in, purchase the contract, sign the guy to a minor league deal, and they can take them. That's the kind of deal they have. And the teams want the players to be taken because that means you can bring in other players that are like on the bubble of the minor league system. In 2024, Carr signed with the Charleston Dirty Birds, where he was named ALPB Defensive Player of the Year. In 115 games with Charleston, he launched 14 home runs, 69 RBIs, 26 doubles, and recorded 58 stolen bases. Carr spent 2025 Reales de Aguascalientes in Mexico, where he hit 375 through 20 games. I don't know. I know I didn't say that right. We're extremely excited to have Jared join the Flying Boxcars, said manager Mark Mincosi. He impacts the game in every phase. He can change it with one swing, one stolen base, or a defensive play in the gap. He'll be a huge asset at the top of the lineup and brings an aggressive winning style play that fits exactly what we're building here in Hagerstown. Another local product, Marty Cortez, will return to Hagerstown in 2026. Marty Custis was signed in a trade with the York Revolution in mid-2025 after having a highly productive start to the season. University of Maryland product batted .341 with 9 home runs, 44 RBIs, 26 extra base hits through just 60 ALPB games in 2025. Prior to entering the Atlantic League, the Baltimore native was drafted by the Houston Astros in the 25th round of the 2017 MLB draft. He would reach the AAA level with both the Astros and Marlins. We're also mentioned this is another reason why we have 20 rounds now and not like 60 or whatever it used to be. That seemed kind of it was unlimited. So even the players the sort of restrictions of the players being drafted is much lower too. Quote, Marty was one of the most consistent hitters in the Atlantic League for the majority of last season, said Mincosi. To have a veteran bat like this in the middle of our lineup is huge for us. He brings professionalism, toughness, and a presence that impacts the entire clubhouse. We're fired up to have him back and expect him to be a major piece of what we're building in 2026. The Flying Boxcars have also signed their first pitcher of 2026, bringing back John Enriquez. Last season, the Boxcars completed a mid-season trade the Charlestown Dirty Birds to bring Enriquez to the hub city. He made 9 appearances for the Boxcars and quickly cemented himself as a key piece of the starting rotation. Through his last 2 games in Hagerstown, Enriquez pitched 13 2-thirds innings, allowing 8 hits, no runs, and striking out 13, while issuing just 4 walks. Through 38 2-thirds innings of work for the Boxcars, Enriquez struck out 33 batters and finished the season with a 4.88 ERA. Cool, we're excited to have John return to the Flying Boxcars this year, said Minnie Cozy. He's a fierce competitor who attacks hitters and brings a strong presence to the mound. So I'm going to keep giving you updates on these players, giving you updates on the teams in these independent leagues. Like I said, I don't believe anybody's covering this, so I'm going to cover it. Got to expand. It's a good way to expand, too. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut 2, and I'll see you later.